welcome back to another video. My name is Courtney. If you don't know me already, welcome to the channel. Welcome in, baby. So in today's video, I thought we would check out the 12 strangest places in Texas. The only time I've been to Texas was to Dallas Airport when I transferred my flights twice, and even the airport was a cool vibe. So I've always wanted to go to Texas, not just because of the airport, but just because of the different cultures in Texas. But this one is 12 strangest places in Texas. Are you from Texas? Let me know if you know of these. And also I just want to let you guys know that the full video is not going to be in this video because this is more of a commentary style video. So if you want to check out the original video without me blabbing on with all the information and clips on, the link is just down below, so go check that out if you would prefer to watch that one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below and let's get into the video.
From random steel houses built on the countryside to the Leaning Water Tower, here are 12 strange places in Texas.
The Leaning Water Tower is like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh my god, that's how Texas is that? Leaning Water Tower. Oh, so funny.
Number 12, Paris, Texas. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Texas, where everything is much bigger. Texas is about the same size as the country of France, but with about half the population, around 22 million, but also plenty of long...
Look at that. Oh, how Texas is that? Again, I've never been to Texas, but this looks like a very Texas image to me.
Foreign cows. Texas wanted to be their own country in the past, and now it's just full of people 100% proud to call the second largest U.S. state their home. They also have this landmark in common with the people of France in the same city as the French capital.
What?
That's about all Texas and France have in common, but it's still a pretty eye-catching monument for travelers to take a photo with. It's about 70 feet high, and
so
just
cool.
to give this place a little Texas flair to it, a cowboy
really
hat was placed at the top. Some have called this...
God bless Texas right now. God bless Texas right now. I love that so freaking much. This is amazing. Holy shit. Alright.
the dumbest idea in the world, but locals seem to take a liking towards it, so it stayed.
This is not dumb at all. This is the best thing ever. Are you kidding me?
Number 11, Forbidden Gardens.
The best. I love it.
Located in Katy, Texas, near San Antonio, you used to have the chance to see another replica of a monument on the other side of the world. They had a bunch of full-scale terracotta army soldiers and a 1:20 scale replica of the Forbidden City in China. This outdoor museum probably isn't something you'd expect to see in Texas, but nonetheless, it opened in 1996 with funding from Irapun. It eventually closed its doors in 2011 to make room for a new highway, and this park wasn't meant to be.
Oh shit,
Number
no
10.
way. That's so crazy. Dang.
Futuro House, Texas. There's quite a few strange houses out there in Texas that we'll get to later on in this video, and the Futuro House is certainly one of them. Don't worry.
This is just the best. This is just the best. I'm guessing this takes after like the inspiration from freaking a UFO or something. Oh, this is just the best video I've ever seen in my whole life already. Guys, I'm so serious. This is so much fun.
This flying saucer style house can be found in a few different parts of the world, but this one we see here is abandoned and located in Rockwell County, Texas.
Imagine someone made an Airbnb out of this. This would be so popular, like if someone redid it and refurbished it. Obviously it looks like shit right now. It's abandoned. I would so love to stay there if that was the case.
These futuristic houses were available in the 1950s, but ended up being a big business failure. The way they were constructed makes them nearly impossible to disassemble, and it's been sitting on the side of the highway for decades now, intriguing travelers. Number 9, Cathedral of Junk, Austin. Europe is well known for their magnificent cathedrals, but Texas is known for just enjoying the simple things in life. And they made this cathedral out of junk, which almost looks like
I love this so much. I love this so much, you guys. I don't even think you understand. Oh gosh, this is just the best.
a pile of trash left over from a tornado. Made
Oh no way, that makes it a little bit more serious, hey?
out of roughly 60 tons of junk, construction on this landmark began in 1989.
What a great idea.
The architect of this structure, by the name of Hanneman, collected junk, mainly bicycles, when he couldn't help but notice too many people were throwing away useful stuff. This brings the expression of one man's trash is another man's treasure to a whole nother level. He even had a pyramid of televisions, and he was ordered to destroy it. Now you can even reserve the Cathedral of Junk for your own wedding. Sounds romantic, right? Number 8, Cowgirl Hall of Fame. Where else would you expect to find the Cowgirl Hall of Fame?
Cool.
Located in Fort Worth, Texas, is this museum, which is dedicated to celebrate the women past and present who helped shape the American West.
Wow.
At this monument, you can maybe begin to understand the fascination Texas has with cowboys and how it's rooted in their history. They don't wear those cowgirl boots for nothing. Women at this time were as tough as nails and knew how to fire a six-shooter.
Awesome.
Women like Calamity Jane and Annie Oakley were well known for keeping up with the guys in whiskey drinking competitions, and you can learn a little bit more about women like them at this museum.
That's awesome.
Number 7. Leaning Tower of Texas.
Oh my gosh.
Not only does Texas have an Eiffel Tower, they also have a Leaning Tower. They're a little bit more sophisticated than you might have thought. The tiny town of Groom.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. I don't know why this is making me so happy. Like, this video definitely delivered right now. This kind of stuff just makes me so freaking happy. I think it's like the joy in the smallest things, I guess. The Eiffel Tower with the cowboy hat on it, that just makes me so happy. It's just the smallest things for me that really get me going, you know? Oh, I just love it.
The fame with their Leaning Water Tower. This was originally constructed alongside of Route 66, and many passersby were probably curious how it could lean like this. In Texas, the first thing that probably comes to mind is that a tornado struck this, but that would be wrong. An entrepreneur actually struck it with his bulldozer because he wanted to advertise for his business. It was a success for a while, but his trucking business came to an end, and it's still a strange place in the West if you're able to spot it. Number 6. Luke. Throughout the ages, mankind has tried his best to communicate with the cosmos looking down, and our next one can simply be enjoyed on Google Maps from an airplane. A giant geoglyph appears with the name of Luke, with each letter stretching thousands of feet. This is found just east of Austin and is written north to south. The Luke Farm in Smithville is considered to be the world's largest signature, and even...
Oh my gosh, this is just the freaking best.
Turned out to be useful to NASA. Needless to say, the landowner, Jimmy Luke, is a little bit egotistical, but he has no problem getting his name out there.
That's
Number 5.
fantastic.
Spindletop Boomtown Museum. While many cities in the western U.S. were popping up on the map because of gold or silver discoveries, boomtowns in Texas were popping up in the 1900s because of oil. The discovery of oil would prove to be a huge factor of the Texan economy. Spindletop was the first oil boomtown that sprung into use in 1901, and roughly 100,000 barrels of black gold would spew from the well for 9 straight days. This photo here captured a geyser of oil on January 10, 1901, which eventually led to 285 wells in operation here. This museum gives us a glimpse of what life was like during that time and what a boomtown would have looked like. Number 4. Ransom Canyon Steelhouse. When we said there were a few strange houses in Texas, this is certainly the winner. It took 34 years to construct and is made out of steel. The artist by the name of Robert Bruno lived in this house for 8 months.
How random is this house? That's the whole point though, isn't it? That's why it's on this video, but what the heck?
Before passing away, but he certainly made his mark on the landscape.
Sure did.
It sits on the edge of Ransom Canyon.
See, imagine this as an Airbnb. This shit would go off, man.
Located just west of Lubbock. It's been praised by the artist community as a stunning one-of-a-kind accomplishment. It's made up of 150 tons of steel, and we can imagine it would prove to be fairly sturdy in case of the zombie apocalypse. With 2,200 square feet of space, it currently is being used to exhibit art shows and host private events.
Smart.
Number 3. 6th Floor Museum. You can actually relive one of the most important moments in American history by visiting the Book Depository in Dallas, the rumored place where Lee Harvey Oswald took a shot at JFK. If you're a conspiracy theory addict, this is almost like Mecca for you. You can get a view for yourself of the shot Oswald would have needed to be able to make in order to pull off one of the biggest assassinations of all time. The museum showcases much history about that fateful day, which is open for speculation. Number 2. Traveling Man. Traveling Man is actually an art installation in Dallas that portrays him in 3 different locations. The artist Brad Oldham wanted there to be a short story that the locals could explain about how he was created. The story goes that he was actually a locomotive train that was buried under an elm tree. When someone spilled gin over the tree, he began to emerge from the ground. We see that in this part of the statue called The Awakening, where his head barely sticks out from the ground. Next, he reclines against the side of the street playing guitar.
Cute.
And finally, he's standing tall with a few of his bird companions by his side. This transformer is found in 3 different places in Dallas, so it makes a fun journey to try to find them all.
I would love to go.
Number 1. Cadillac Ranch. Located near Amarillo, Texas, it's not every day where you'll see cars sticking out of the desert sands buried half.
You know, they remind me of like, you know the heads on their island? Like those real like mystery heads I can't remember what they're called. This is Texas version of that.
Way up. The two architects who designed this art installation, Chip Lord and Doug Michaels, were fascinated
Whoa.
by all-American Cadillacs, especially the tail fin. The 10 1970s Cadillacs attract quite a bit of attention from tourists along Route 66.
I bet.
The cars have lost quite a bit of their original colors, but no one seems to mind restoring these with a few cans of spray paint.
Oh, cool. Wow, wow, wow. That was honestly just the best video I've ever seen. That was just the best. Oh, this video just did not disappoint. Oh my gosh, shout out to Texas. I'd love to visit. Oh, that was just such feel-good video, you know? I definitely want to go to all these places. I just love it when like the smallest things become such big, iconic deals. Just the simple things in life, you know, just makes me so freaking happy. And just seeing all of these kind of not representing, but it contributes to or as a result of Texas culture. So it's cool. It's just really, really cool. I love that video so much, so much. Shout out to Texas if you're from Texas. I'm curious, have you guys seen any of these in real life? Let me know. Maybe you've seen the statues in Dallas. But some of the other ones I feel like would be kind of in the middle of nowhere, so you'd have to, I feel like, go visit them specifically. But I don't know. Texas is a big state, hunty, so it's crazy. I'm from New Zealand. New Zealand is like a lot smaller than the whole state of Texas, which is crazy. Like, and that's in my whole country. So we've only got like less than 5 million people here in New Zealand in our entire country. So it blows my mind that Texas is just one state of the United States. So crazy. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video with me today. It was so much fun. I hope you guys are having a great day today. By the way, I do have a Twitch channel if you didn't know that already, where I go live 4 times a week, so feel free to follow me on there. I'll leave the link down below. Like I said, I go live 4 times a week, so just drop by anytime and introduce yourself if you want to. It's a really good place for you to get to know me better, but also for me to get to know you better, since it's a live interaction. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.